That's his friends.
Yeah.
I like that.
I love when he gets into it with Kendrick Perkins, because Perkins was mediocre, and like Perkins will say some dumb shit, and like JJ Redick is like disappointed in him.
Yeah, he's like, shut up, man. You never could ball.
Yeah.
You were just big.
You were just there.
Yeah.
Dude, you're a moving pick. What are you talking about?
We're good to go.
Yeah.
We'll hit the record. So whenever you all are ready.
All right.
Kind of want to just contine that. That was all good stuff.
What the NBA needs is an all-American, like the Larry Birds of the world. Where are these people? Where are these kids? What are they doing these days?
Well, we have a couple in there. They're starting. We have Tyler Hero. He got a max.
Okay,
True.
that's fair. Yeah, I feel like,
and he looks good this year.
Yeah.
He beefed up.
Tyler Hero. What was the kid? Mac McClung.
Mac McClung. Yeah,
him.
Didn't he win the dunk contest?
He won the dunk contest.
I'll give you that.
Is he the first?
That's
Is he
true.
the first white to ever win?
Ever?
Yeah.
No.
Who else?
Who was the guy?
The guy's the brother.
Who? It was in the 90s.
Yeah.
John Barry.
Yeah,
John
yeah.
Barry. Brent Barry.
Yes.
I don't know. Who
Yeah,
that
yeah.
is.
Rick Barry's
son.
Oh.
Yeah.
Gives a shit.
Yeah.
That's what the dunk contest is for. Is like, you can't do anything but this.
Yeah.
Get good at this.
Who else? I think that's it.
Yeah, you have a couple.
He was one lone white guy.
Yeah.
But we got it back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Grayson Allen. I like Grayson Allen.
You like him?
Well, I hated him in college because he was like, you could tell he had like no talent, and he like tripping people. But then he went to the NBA, and I was like, you know what? Something about this kid. Scrappy.
Yeah, he's in Milwaukee.
Yeah.
I like that.
You need a small white guy on the team to have heart.
Oh wait, who's the guy
who's gonna do things that other players can't do?
Yeah,
you know.
You're right, Alex Caruso.
Oh,
yeah. You just need a guy who's just gonna hard defense.
Yeah,
and he's gonna get steals like this.
Who's the guy that's on the Knicks now? Dante DiVincenzo.
Oh yeah, him. He's been around a while.
Yeah.
The Knicks always sign a token
Italian.
Right. Remember when they had Steve Novak?
Steve Novak.
He was doing the discount double check.
Prigioni they had.
Yeah, Prigioni was like the oldest player in the NBA.
Right. When he was new, he was the oldest player.
He looked like he showed up on like a Vespa.
Yeah.
He's like drinking a cappuccino at halftime. He's like, it's okay.
You ever see him on the bench? He sits like this.
Yeah. His grandkids are there to watch him.
He puts in the fake teeth like in Godfather 3, or scares the kid. Dante DiVincenzo. Remember Andrea Bargnani? I think the Knicks.
Another Knick,
the Knicks might lead.
That was an infamous acquisition.
No, that was horrible. I think we gave up like 2 first-round picks for him.
You gotta have an Italian. If you're the Knicks, you have to have an Italian.
You gotta have an Italian.
You do. They know who's spending money on the tickets,
right?
You know,
they're sitting in an office like, how do we get more people from Brooklyn in here?
Right. I wonder if you have one that just stinks. Like, is MSG just chanting Italian last names?
Probably, yeah.
And they're like, put him in.
Yeah, it's a lot of.
No, I'm not putting that guy in. He sucks.
Yeah,
it's a lot of syllables.
Yeah.
You know, they're not really great.
A lot of vowels.
Names.
Yeah,
no.
By the time you get to the 3rd syllable in the name, it's like it's lost its luster.
Yeah, DiVincenzo. You could do that.
Yeah.
DiVincenzo.
You can get it up.
Was that 4? Okay, 4 is the max. I think 4 is the max.
Yeah. No, that's
Prigioni. Yeah,
you could do Prigioni.
Bargnani doesn't really work.
Bargnani.
Yeah.
No.
That's why nobody ever said it. Also, he sucked.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why nobody ever said it. They were like, this didn't even sound good.
Wasn't he like the 1st overall pick his year?
He was.
Ugh.
Yeah, I think. Well, he was one of those guys, highly touted.
Yeah.
You know, it's
like
the kid Wemby,
guys.
Who's over in San Antonio now.
Every
play he does, people were like, whoa. But he gets like 7.
Zion got the same treatment though.
Yeah,
it's true.
Zion got fat.
But he's like,
fast.
he's like Zion if like you stretched him like medieval torture style.
Right.
You know?
He's
I will
like
say I'm a
Slenderman.
little impressed with how much he's able to do.
Yeah.
But I'm also like, it is preseason.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
I'm seeing they'll be like, he did this all in 90 seconds.
Yeah,
and I'm like, what else was he supposed to be doing in that 90
Right.
seconds? Not playing basketball?
He's doing his job,
Yeah.
guys. Yeah, it's
Right.
impressive, but
That's like,
yeah, he's 7'3"
I'm at work-
and fast. So yeah, and they're gonna give him the ball. He's the star right now.
Yeah. If you kept a camera on me at work and I took a sip of my coffee and I farted on one cheek, and then I typed a little bit. I did that all in 90 seconds.
That's true. That's
Right.
But you're not gonna put that on fucking highlight reel.
I think they should, honestly.
I'm just doing what I do.
Right. You do a lot in 90 seconds.
Yeah.
90 seconds in basketball is a lot.
In the grand scheme of things, did he really do that much in 90 seconds?
Well, that's what they were saying. He scored 9 points, 3 rebounds, 2
Had a couple blocks, yeah.
Yeah, but
Something
he's
like
getting
that.
the ball, and no one gives a shit. It's preseason.
Yeah.
It's either
There was-
nobody gives a shit or he's going against the scrubs.
At one point, he like fell, and I'm like, oh, he's
That's
gonna
it.
die.
It's over, right?
He's gonna crumble.
Who's the other kid too?
Chet Holmgren?
But he has
Yeah.
a crazier name. Not Wemby. Scoot.
Oh, Scoot Henderson.
Scoot.
Yeah.
He looks like a basketball player,
Yeah.
that guy.
Who names their kid? Is his real name Scoot?
I don't think it is, but I mean,
Maybe it's Scott.
yeah, they just spelled
Scott
it.
Henderson. And
Yeah.
he's like,
They should
Then
never.
it could be either of us.
Yeah, they should
Yeah.
never name kids like right away after when the anesthesia's still on. Don't do that. Wait a while. Let the anesthesia wear off, then name your kids. Because I'm pretty sure you're right. I think his name was supposed to be Scott, and he was like Scoot. Yep. That's what
yeah,
they
yeah.
went with.
Maybe
Yeah,
his parents were like trap rappers, and they were like,
That makes. Yeah.
Yeah, his name's just an ad lib.
Yeah.
yeah, designer was in the room.
Yeah,
and he
yeah,
was going, Scoot, Scoot. That's actually his middle name.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
Scoot.
Yeah.
Henderson.
Right.
Of course.
He's another guy. Like he looks like he should be playing He should be playing football. Could you imagine?
That guy's jacked.
He is jacked.
That's
Like,
good. I
saw-
like a real basketball player.
Yeah.
I'm excited for him.
I saw Anthony Edwards highlight,
Mm-hmm.
and like he's like 6'4", 6'5", like
Something like that. Yeah.
230.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like crazy. That he should be playing wide receiver somewhere. That's why he was at the University of
You
Georgia.
make more money in the NBA.
It's guaranteed. I will say that you make more money. It's
Yeah,
guaranteed.
that's why you do that.
Yeah.
He probably
But, like-
had the option. He's probably recruited for every sport. I
Well,
don't.
yeah,
if you
he-
look into it, he probably
at the
played
risk
everything.
of sounding insensitive, I think they all have the option.
Yeah.
You know, I think they all have the choice. Whatever game they want to play.
Yeah.
You know, when you're 6'4",
Yeah.
230,
You play any game you want to play.
Yeah.
play whatever. They'll
Yeah.
sign you up for it.
I would
Yeah.
love just I'm so curious because like everybody sees that those highlights of LeBron playing football in high school. Now it doesn't always translate. You ever see Draymond Green's college football highlight?
No.
It's like spring
I
practice.
know he played.
He barely played. He didn't make the team or something like that. But he's fucking big, so he's out there
Look at
getting
that.
fucking
Julius
abused.
Thomas was another guy. He chose football, I believe.
He played basketball.
I believe he did.
Interesting, because usually,
It was either Demarius or Julius.
oh yeah, well a lot of times
Where'd they go to school?
I don't
Julius
remember.
Thomas, I don't remember, but like this, usually that does tend to happen because like it's Tony Gonzalez was a basketball player that converted. Who else?
Probably like when you know you're going to be a starter.
Yeah.
You know?
It's
Like-
it's like a lot of times it's tight ends, like Antonio Gates.
Yeah. Well, you're huge. You can
Yeah.
jump over people's heads.
Jimmy
and-
Graham.
He was a basketball player?
Jimmy Graham was University
They always talk
of
about
Miami.
Allen Iverson being a better football player than he was
Yeah.
basketball player.
Really?
Allen Iverson
He
was
was like
like
the best
insanely
quarterback
good.
in his state. Yeah.
He
Wow.
was like in the same sort of I think the same
Corner?
year. No, quarterback.
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 Yeah.
Ah.
It was
Yeah, he
him,
was like Michael Vick.
Yeah, it was him,
Wow.
Vic. Who was Aaron? It was his cousin. Who he played for the Saints for a few. Aaron Brooks. Yeah,
Oh,
they were all from the
Oh,
same
wow.
area in Virginia. And
Really?
Iverson was the best quarterback of them all.
Wow. He chose basketball.
He chose basketball.
yeah.
Oh, you get hit less, you're hurt less,
Yeah.
you get paid more.
But
Do
also,
that.
I mean, his career.
if you have the option, it's stupid not to pick basketball.
that's true. Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
I don't even
Yeah.
have another point,
Right.
but I agree holistically with
Yeah.
that.
Listen, I played football because I wasn't good at basketball.
There you go.
Yeah. I was like, I can do this. I'm still
Mhm.
not too small for this.
Right.
And then like I can like that's why I like playing defense because I control the damage.
hmm
Like if I want to like make a business decision and not try to hit someone 100 pounds heavier than me, I'm not gonna.
Right.
I'm getting out the way.
Right.
Right.
You know, you're just
You can also just
conveniently.
take him out at the legs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're
Shoestring
trying to make
tackle?
a
Yeah.
a
Right.
thigh tackle.
Yeah.
Right. You can
You
ruin
know?
their life.
Yeah.
and that's fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
No one's gonna be mad at you.
No.
It'd be great.
But like I was always
Is that a
too
sad
small.
moment? Like when you realize
realize?
like everyone like if you play basketball
Yeah.
younger and you're like they're all getting really tall.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's
fuck.
yeah. I got to that point real fast. Like when I played like
Mhm.
CYO basketball,
Yeah.
I wasn't good,
Hmm.
but I was quick. I was quick enough. I'm a
Right.
good defender. I can stay in front of people.
That's what the coaches would say.
Yeah,
And they'd be like, Stan, he's
Right,
not
right.
good,
Yeah.
but he's quick.
I was
Yeah.
told I have good vision and good heart.
yeah.
Which two things have actually deteriorated
Right.
for me, my heart and my eyes. Terrible.
And then I started when I was playing football. Like when I got to high school, everybody was just as fast as I was, if
Mm-hmm.
not faster, and also bigger. And I was like, "This is gonna be a rough 4 years, guys. This is gonna be
Right.
that's it." I played flag after that, but it's not the same.
I
Sure, is
got embarrassed playing flag football once.
Really?
Yeah, because obviously to catch a flag, we went up against the kids in Boca, and he was fast. He was like the fastest kid in.
You can
our-
say black. It's fine.
The fastest kid in Boca,
No, he wasn't black.
Oh,
He
which
was
makes this
something.
almost even worse.
honestly, you probably should have just admitted.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you should
but
just-
I was gonna say the fastest kid in Boca doesn't mean much, but in the flag football,
Sure.
in the 8-year-old flag football league
Yeah.
in Boca, the coaches pulled us aside and went, "Hey, this kid's fast."
Yeah.
And I went, "All right." And there was a moment where me and someone else were coming from the sides to like grab the flag, and we both missed, and we clunked heads.
That's
Oh,
yeah,
my God.
That's happened to me.
Yeah, and I was like, "I'm done."
Yeah.
I quit after that.
Yeah.
I don't want anything where that happens to me.
Who was the best player at Cross when you were there?
Devin Cajuce.
Oh yeah.
Played.
So we went to the same high school, but 10
Uh-huh.
years apart.
Mm.
And there was a guy. Was he a wide receiver then?
I guess so, because he
Or a
was
tight
a
end?
skinny teenager.
Yeah, yeah,
And by
yeah.
skinny, he was like 6'5". You
Right.
know,
He ended up
so-
playing at Stanford, played in the NFL for a few years.
Huh.
There was a season of Hard Knocks that he's on
Mhm.
when he was with the Browns. I think he was with the Browns.
I don't know if it was the Browns or was it he was in California maybe playing for
I don't remember.
The Chargers.
It could be because he
Maybe.
was
Maybe, but like, yeah, he was.
he was on TV. He had a little following.
Yeah.
Right.
because
The high school is all like, yeah,
No,
right.
no, this
it's-
is, yeah. Oh well, yeah. Everybody not. Yeah.
Obviously,
Yeah.
Yeah.
some bro from fucking Queens shows
Yeah.
up on TV.
Yeah.
Gets everyone, everyone's on the boulevard.
We
that
rally,
weekend,
we
baby.
rally around. We rally
Right,
around.
right. Yeah, that really only happens for I feel like offensive players who like
Yeah.
can do stuff. Because my school, I know of two. We have a lineman from the Patriots,
Okay.
and he's part of those rings that they got. I forget his name, but and the other one's Gus Edwards.
Gus the Bus.
Gus Edwards, dude,
Yeah, he
wow.
went to my school.
He's shaking things up right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah,
man.
Tottenville. Yeah.
Yeah, he was the
Holy
man
shit.
then too.
Yeah. Gus
I'm a little older than him.
Edwards actually. It's funny because he initially went to University of Miami, so he did what you did,
Yeah.
sort of, and then he transferred to Rutgers, and that's how he got to the NFL. I was a big
Right.
That's a-
yeah.
Just like when Nick had his short stint in the
Yeah.
NFL.
Yeah.
Right.
Basically followed your model.
Right.
He was like talking to his manager, I really just want to be where Nick Cara is. Could you
Right,
set me up? That's kind of my comps. You
The young
know?
phenom. I want
Yeah. My NFL stands for something much different.
Yeah. There was
Nitro fucking lazy.
Hell yeah.
I was waiting for that. I didn't expect you to throw nitro in there.
I was thinking of an N word. I had to look away from Stan to think.
Yeah. Okay.
That's my influence. Anytime somebody's thinking an N word and they look at me, they're gonna say the wrong one,
Yeah.
They
or
start
the right
looking
one,
down.
depending on your It was like, oh, I don't know. There was a kid that went to our high school for like 3 months, and he was like legitimately 7 feet tall. But
Okay.
like, you know, when his body just wasn't
Mm-hmm.
used to being that tall yet. Because
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he was fresh. He was
Yeah.
a fresh
Yeah.
7 foot.
yeah.
We
he
had one
was-
of those in my school too.
Yeah?
I would beat him in like basketball.
Oh, yeah.
Because he didn't know how to
it's
use
gotta be
his
so
body.
embarrassing.
I once hit a layup on him and he was like, "What the fuck?" And I'm like, "You're doofy,
Did
bro."
he turn into
That's-
anything? Did he?
Huh?
Did he
No, I don't.
He
think
never
so.
developed.
He's just a big
That
Russian
sucks,
kid
man.
now.
Ah man.
Could you imagine being over 6'6" and just
Right.
like
he was on the team.
wasting
I know
it?
that.
Yeah, of course. What are you gonna do? Not put him on
I'm,
the
Yeah.
I can be glad for is that if I did have it, and then people would expect me, you know,
Right.
to have any kind of talent. This at this height, no one expects anything.
No, I like
Athletically.
being like a regular size and just showing that I can do stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
I like
You have so much
showing.
room to impress.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
That's why, like, when
No
somebody,
one's like, you're fucking 6'6". Yeah, you better be able
Yeah.
to fucking
Yeah.
do this.
Oh my God.
that's why it's so much more impressive when like somebody under 6 feet tall wins like the dunk contest or something like that.
Yeah.
Like Nate Robinson wins the dunk contest. You're like, holy shit, how's he able to do that?
Right.
Like if he was like 6'3", you'd be like, yeah, okay. Would you know?
yeah. A little guy like that.
That's
should
why
be able
like
to do that.
when Dwight Howard won it, I was like, he's 6'11". That's not impressive.
I like
it's impressive because he was athletic while doing it.
He was athletic, and also they just got a bigger hoop. You
That's
know,
true.
that was
He
their
did-
size. They were like,
did dunk on a
"Oh,
higher
you don't
hoop."
think this looks cool?" And then they just made a bigger hoop.
Yeah.
Right.
And
You
they
have to
were
know
like-
that they got a bigger hoop.
Yeah, they're stressing it on the announcers.
Yeah.
They're like, "This is 12 feet
Yeah.
tall." And
Right.
like, does anybody?
Here's the thing.
Know what that
pretty
looks
much
like?
everybody, I feel like in the NBA can jump out of the gym. It's
Yeah.
just you don't have as much control when you're up there.
Yeah,
It's true.
You know, like they can
that's
all
the impressive part.
Yeah, they can all do the stuff in the dunk
Yeah.
contest. It's just these guys don't do anything else.
Right.
You know? That's why LeBron never did it.
Yeah. Also, like the pressure for LeBron to have done it. If you don't win, you're like, it kind
Yeah.
of dings your legacy a little bit. Because
Right.
he won the high school one his year,
Mm-hmm.
and like, I think obviously all that hype coming into the NBA, like,
You're
if he
too
had
big.
done it,
you don't need to do it.
Yeah.
yeah,
And I think we all already knew this is
Yeah.
something that's obviously widely known
Yeah.
about LeBron James is that he peaked in high school.
yeah.
Everyone knows that.
Everybody
It
knows
was
it.
the only time he could win the dunk contest.
Right.
It was
That's
the
why he
only
was
time.
like-
Right. It was
What if-
downhill after that.
think-
You
Yeah.
saw the hairline.
Oh my-
I think he knew he was gonna lose. I think he knew he was gonna lose the dunk contest. He's like, nah, you guys,
Who,
you guys.
but
have it."
realistically, though, like who is he seeing on those lineups? Because I'm sure they tell him. The other guys might not get to know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But they'll tell him and be like, "Oh, Aaron Gordon? No, I don't want to face him."
yeah.
Right.
I
I'll play
think-
him in a game any
Yeah.
day of the week, but
Yeah. I don't know. I
He's-
think
he's like too busy being cerebral about the game to think about creative dunks.
you think LeBron
I-
James is tizzy? You think he has autism?
Yes,
Yeah.
100%. You ever see him like they asked him a question one time about like a particular play? He was like, "Which play do you mean? Do you mean the play when I did this, or do you play when this guy did this and the backdoor cut?" I was like,
right. He's
you.
naming
Right.
out.
Yeah.
He's like, I stepped with my right foot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But then I jumped off my left, and then
Yeah.
you're like, well, how do you remember all
That's
this?
his
Yeah.
MTA. Those are his trains.
It's part of
Right.
my overall theory. I think most athletes have autism.
Yeah.
You know, in some form or another.
I think
You
you
have
need
to
it to
have it.
hyper focus
Yeah.
on something.
yeah.
You
And
need
it
it.
also helps.
Right. You just don't
know.
attribute that to athleticism.
Yeah,
because-
yeah, exactly.
Because autism gets a bad rap, man.
Right. You think nerd.
yeah, you
Not the case.
They're not the autistic jock.
Right.
That should be a trope.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, that's
That's the
what's
kid
out
who was
there.
not fucking in high school,
Right.
going to parties. He would show up for like 5 seconds and go,
Yeah.
I'm not having fun.
Yeah, he's
And
like,
then
yeah,
I gotta.
he'd like be too much sensory for him.
Yeah.
He'd be
Yeah,
like,
yeah. He started
I just
doing
need to hear
this.
sneakers. You can only hear sneakers on hardwood.
Right, right.
you know?
Right.
He just wants to get up at 5 a.m. and run laps. That's his thing.
That's all.
Everybody, I think you're right. Same thing with like Michael Phelps. Michael Phelps he's got some autism because all he wants to do is be in the water. He just wants to be. He's like, this is where I feel safe.
Mhm.
No one is touching me. No, like that's why he smokes so much weed.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
And
It
it's
calms him
quiet.
down.
It's quiet under the water.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
He probably did.
No one can hear you scream.
Like, I feel like if you'd show up to his house, he'd have like a dinner party. He'd just be cross-legged at the
Submerged.
bottom of the pool. You
Right,
know?
right.
You're like, oh, and they pull him out.
I wonder what he's up to now. He's just is he
Well,
just
he's doing,
swimming
like,
right
Well,
now?
you know what's
better help
crazy?
commercials.
Well, I found
Oh, yeah?
out that he's actually really close friends with Ray Lewis.
What?
Wow.
Yeah. That Michael Phelps and Ray Lewis are like best buds.
I don't know.
Do
He's
you
trying to
believe
teach
that?
him, like, if you ever get in trouble again, jump in the water.
Yeah.
They can't get you in the water.
You're-
Maritime law.
Yeah,
you're
International
safe there,
waters.
Michael.
yeah.
Okay.
They can accuse you
They're
all they
gonna come
want.
for you, all right?
Right.
They could say you murdered somebody. Oh,
Ray,
they want.
just jump in the water.
But I think this went back to even before. I think they grew up together somewhere. Maybe they went to
Really?
high school together. Yeah, I can't corroborate the fact, but this is what I learned recently.
I feel like Ray Lewis is
Wow.
so much older than Michael Phelps, but that's just where that lives in my brain.
Yeah. Well, a couple of years in the NFL will do that to you. You know,
Yeah.
that's really
A couple of
Right.
years to
It's probably
that's
because
his
you
brain.
saw Ray Lewis every year.
Yeah, I mean, I've
You
been
heard
watching,
of Michael Phelps every 4 years.
That's true. Yeah,
Right.
yeah. So it seemed like it was like a leap year. He seemed like he was
Yeah.
only aging.
like that
in
Simone
4-year
Biles
increments.
girl. She's
Yeah.
like not young anymore. Well, she's like young, but she's
Yeah,
not like
but she's like close to retirement.
yeah,
right?
like you could like fuck her now. And
Oh,
all right, Larry Nassar.
he tried. Yeah, yeah, it's true. Especially like in my
Yeah.
case, I've been watching Ray Lewis.
that's the problem. He tried to too soon.
Yeah,
Right, and he
should've
was
waited.
just mixed
Right. He
up.
tried to get soft baked cookies. You got to get the whole cookie.
yeah.
Yeah, please.
Be patient.
Yeah.
This is like at a pedophile seminar. Like, all right, guys, I understand, but you need to wait. Okay.
That's
A little bit. A little bit.
That's
you know,
an I think you
that's
should
what
leave
fat
sketch.
people do.
Yeah, like I think you should leave
Pedo
Hollywood.
patients.
Please. It's like practicing abstinence,
Right.
You know? But
Yeah.
for pedophiles,
Yeah.
I mean,
No, just wait.
But that's the problem. Is
I love
they
that
don't-
messaging.
Yeah.
you
Just
know?
wait.
That's the problem. It's
That's
not,
the PSA.
it's not the lack of patience. They
Yeah.
have patience.
Right.
They like it soft baked.
Mm. Look, we all
They
like
like
it.
they like a runny egg.
We all
Hold
like
on.
it, but
Hold on, Nick.
we all like
I
it.
got on board at the beginning, and now I don't know what this has turned into.
This is about saying the wrong thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotcha.
on
The game has changed.
on video, saying the wrong thing.
Yeah, it's
this is the
about saying the most upsetting thing you
Yeah,
can.
yeah,
we
yeah.
just call the greatest athlete ever autistic. You
Yeah.
think that's not going to be a fucking clip, bro? It's-
I think that's pretty accurate, though.
Yeah.
In my
yeah,
unprofessional opinion.
pedophiles should wait.
That's just true.
They don't practice patience. They probably, were like spoiled or something.
What do you mean,
Yeah.
like, as kids?
Yeah, like they didn't like wait.
Oh.
Right. They got to get, they got to have sex at like 8, and now
Yeah.
they think everybody should get to do that.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know?
Yeah.
That's not-
So
That's
then
not what it
yeah,
is.
they're like, I want it now. And
Yeah.
they're like,
Yeah.
you can't have it now.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
wait.
Right. And they're like, but, my uncle didn't. And they're like, well,
He was wrong too.
yeah.
He should have waited.
He should have waited.
Yeah, if he had waited, it's just a chain reaction.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Are they still trying to do that stuff in the government? They're still trying to like push. I know the California had that thing
What's that?
where they were like trying to be like, well, if it's a homosexual relationship and it's consensual, depends on that if they can be 14 or something like that, or something like that, like some bizarre like wording.
There are some very blurry lines state to state.
There
on
really
what's-
shouldn't be.
What's,
Yeah.
There shouldn't be.
I mean, for
feel
the
like
most
federally,
places,
we should
16 is, or most
16 or
I think
17
Yeah.
16 or
is
17.
the age of
age
consent.
of consent. Yeah.
Right. I think
And,
that's more to
uh,
protect like
You want to
when-
do which states? You want to
Well,
play a game?
I think
think I
I
don't
think we
know
can
already?
guess.
You think our viewers don't all know them right
Yeah,
now?
yeah.
Everyone's in the
Guys,
chat.
just comment which states have 16 and
I think some states might have younger.
Could be 15. Yeah.
It's like deep south.
places.
Yeah, I
Maybe
feel like
Alabama.
Mississippi and Alabama. Yeah.
comment which state
Yeah.
you live in, what the age of consent is in your state.
better question.
And if you're
Comment-
from Thailand,
It's the most engagement you guys have
Yeah,
ever
yeah.
gotten.
Better yet, comment what you think it should be.
right.
That's how you end up on a registry, right?
Ugh.
But you guys could make a lot of money selling that list to the government. Right? I just got an idea how we
All
can
right.
monetize this.
Yeah.
Well, To Catch a Predator has been off the air for a little while.
Right.
And I always figured the
Did they
donkey's
ever
mouth should
fucking
be.
love
Did
that
they ever
show.
get to the bottom of whether or not he was, because he was accused.
Yeah,
Chris
yeah.
Hansen.
It just
Really?
went away. I think it
Yeah.
just, I think, yeah. It was like a couple
He-
years ago. Yeah.
I think they just, some trolls threw that out there.
Yeah.
Or you die a hero,
Yeah,
or you live long enough to take a
Right.
seat. You know?
Right. He walked in on himself one day.
Yeah.
It's just a mirror. He's like, why don't you have a seat? He's like,
He's like
just-
Golem. It's just reflections.
we were just
arguing.
gonna hang out.
yeah.
Hang out with a 14-year-old, Chris.
Man, I fucking
Hey,
love that show.
listen.
Like my favorite ones were the ones that the guys that would get caught
Mhm.
and then the next day get caught again.
Oh
yeah.
my God.
There was a
It's-
guy who
Those were like the foreigners.
He was going for numbers.
Nah, man, there was a guy from like Indiana or some shit.
Oh.
He got caught coming to the house
Uh-huh.
and like, they had the house set up or whatever, and then they let him go. The cops was just like, all right,
You didn't do anything.
you didn't do anything. Usually they arrest him.
Yeah.
But like this, they for whatever reason, they were just like, go ahead, man. because he was like crying or whatever. The next day they found him at a McDonald's trying to meet somebody else. I was like,
He's in the ball pit.
yeah. Fuck, man.
He uses his penis like a dorsal fin.
Yeah.
And you just see it coming. Behind a kid with like a bowl cut.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I was like, get out of the balls.
It's like Jaws, but
Yeah.
just
What could you call it? What would they be the
But
name
scarier.
of pedophile Jaws?
Pedophiles.
Pedophile.
that's a good one. We should think about that one.
Laws.
I think we should all have a hard think about that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Comment what you think
yeah.
pedophile Jaws should be called.
Let's workshop this, guys.
Yeah, it's great.
GoFundMe coming soon.
That's a great sketch.
Roy
too.
Schneider, the true story. That's not fair. Roy, I don't think he ever did anything, pal.
Roy Scheider? No, I don't think. I think
I'm
he's
not
Schneider?
familiar.
You don't know Roy Schneider? He's the
No.
cop.
from
Jaws.
Oh, that I didn't remember the name.
Yeah.
Ah. There's
But-
a little conspiracy theory about Roy Schneider.
Tell me.
From Jaws. Well, I made it up myself.
Okay, good.
But
Even better.
Jaws, he is a semi-retired police officer from New York
Right.
who goes to this beach town to like have an easier job.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
New York was a lot for him.
Mhm.
There was a movie he was in where he's a cop in New York and there's like chase scenes and
That's the
shit's
prequel?
crazy. That might be a prequel to Jaws.
Okay, I'm in. Listen.
I gotta find the movie.
Oh my
I
God.
love a good like Easter egg conspiracy theory about movies.
Yeah, I don't think that movie probably came out after Jaws, but
It's fine. We can still call it that.
Isn't there there was like a really mysterious murder around the set of Jaws also, wasn't
Really?
there? There's a
I don't
story
know.
about like a young girl. She was an extra on the movie, and then she was found murdered on the beach, like in the
shit.
dunes, not far from where they were filming.
It was Roy Scheider.
Yeah, and they never found out. Sort of like the Gilgo Beach guy
Yeah.
today.
Yeah.
But this was like old like Cape Cod.
Yeah.
yeah.
He was really just doing the Cape Cod thing.
Yeah.
You know.
Right,
He was
right.
the Cape Cod version of Gilgo Beach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was the OG.
Yeah.
But yeah, that I don't know if they ever solved it either.
That's gotta
There's,
suck. You
That
throw
was-
a body in the ocean and it comes back.
No, they didn't even throw it in the ocean. They just left her in like the fucking sand dunes.
Let the crabs get to her, huh?
Yeah, that's what they were hoping. And, like toy
Crabs don't eat
bird,
people that fast.
scuttle over.
That's why you got to do it low tide or high tide. I don't know. Whichever one drags them out.
I don't know. You think when the Little Mermaid opens her legs, it smells like low tide?
Yes, 100%. That's good. Well, does she? Oh, you mean after she gets the legs?
I don't know. Who gives a shit?
Okay.
This is a-
Yeah, it was just
This is a stinky
it was
pussy
just a
joke.
vagina joke. Yeah,
I'm into it.
I'm not willing to commit at least 5 minutes of it like I was that pedophile
Yeah.
stuff, but I'm gonna acknowledge it.
No, I have nothing after that.
There's
But yeah, pedophiles should be patient.
there's a Broadway show about the making of Jaws.
We were talking about this another one, another different episode.
Oh
like
yeah,
3 ago.
Yeah. Did you know this?
What's that?
There's a Broadway show about the making of Jaws.
The making of Jaws.
So Roy Scheider's son is in it, and then there's two other actors that play. One plays Richard Dreyfuss.
like the making of the movie.
yeah, like on set.
It's
them-
because
like-
Spielberg's an asshole and he just keeps making shit about himself now.
Yeah,
it's just them on set.
I don't really see the appeal.
I don't know.
of
No.
that.
How many documentaries have already been made about this?
That's true. That's a
You
good
know.
point. You might. I think the most interesting part about it is the guy that played Quint died of skin cancer, and in the play, apparently, he's constantly sunbathing.
It's very funny.
I think that's hilarious.
You made cancer funny. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're doing bits.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Yeah. Now Broadway's funny?
Ah,
Fuck.
shit.
Oh, speaking of funny Broadway,
Funny Broadway.
actually, it's not. It's kind of fucked up, but I went to see a show the other night.
Go ahead, Stan. I think you're
Yeah.
okay.
Let
you're
your
in the
flag
clear
fly.
now.
Yeah, we just never
No,
mind.
Well, I've opened Pandora's box. So I went to
Think
see.
Pandora's box smells like low tide? Would you?
I love a callback. No, there's a new show out called Harmony.
Uh-huh.
It's about these 6 harmonists in like late 1920s Berlin,
Okay.
and basically it's a true story
Not
about
so harmonious.
well,
And things
No.
weren't really well, you dirty.
Yeah, it was so 3 of them are Jewish, and
Uh-huh.
obviously,
Oh boy.
so things don't end well. Let's just put it that way.
You think a barbershop quartet of all Jewish people in Berlin?
Back then,
Do you think they were
nah,
upset?
I don't think it worked.
No.
Instead
No.
of like red striped shirts, they're just wearing yellow
Right,
star.
they're like,
Yeah,
guys, we
patterns."
still gotta practice,
Yeah.
even if we are in an attic.
Yeah.
Like, it's,
Yeah.
So we went
Lower
to see
your
it.
pitch.
what's that sound? It's beautiful.
Went to see it, and like in the show, there's where we sat like second row, on like the right side. So
Oh, splash zone.
yeah. So there's 2 empty seats, right? And in the second act, a Nazi officer and his wife come and sit down there to watch them perform, the harmonists,
Oh.
right? So there's the spotlight on them, and mind you, the spotlight is wide enough where like you can see me if you're
Yeah.
looking. So then at some point, 3 different like Nazis come out and start screaming at the guys on stage that are performing, and it becomes a little bit like this guy like
This
So-
is part of the show.
this is
right?
part of the show.
Okay.
Imagine.
'Cause I feel like,
I was really. I was like,
well, like,
and then the
what if they
Nazis
turned
just
around?
showed up?
Yeah, they bought tickets and everything. It was
really?
crazy.
And they had, yeah.
Yeah.
What were they, orchestra or?
Well,
you
there's
know,
there's 2 on the balconies, and then one comes up the aisle, like, I guess it would be stage left. So like comes like right, maybe 10 feet behind where I was sitting, and
Imagine
they're
they
like,
turn around, they look at you, and they're like, I remember you from the Olympics.
yeah. Jesse Owens over here.
the spotlight goes on you.
It's like, so then the Nazi guy, he gets up and screams at them. He's like, hey, I like these guys. Get out of here. And he goes up on stage and he's fucking menacing. He's like, I want your autograph, even though you're playing your gypsy music. It's crazy. It's wild. It's so the whole time, the whole basically second half of the second act.
So there's like a 4D aspect to this.
Yeah.
So the guy goes from the crowd
On stage.
onto the stage.
Yeah. And then he leaves, and as he's walking back up the aisle, he's like Heil Hitler, and I was like, I shouldn't have done that. That was bad. I should have done that.
No,
You
you,
were
didn't-
just
you didn't
doing
commit
what-
to it.
All right.
Yeah, you were quoting.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
that's the kind of thing that gets clipped off, and next thing you know,
no, it was a quote. Heil
Yeah.
Hitler.
yeah.
If you want
was,
to, if you want to do it, and then we'll put a clip of
No,
me
thank you.
nodding.
Yeah.
Sarkozy on Nick's face, like it's good form.
Very
so,
good.
so he does the Nazi salute and walks off, right? The whole
He just sits there in uniform the whole
dude.
show.
Yeah,
It's comfort uniform.
not the whole show, just the second act.
Oh, okay.
This
You
is
don't
like
show
not-
up and there's already a guy
Imagine,
in the
All
Nazi.
right.
like, that's what I was thinking the whole time because I knew it was I
Right,
heard it was gonna
45
happen.
minutes in, I think a Nazi showed up to watch this.
Yeah,
yeah.
that's so.
He didn't even have the courtesy to show up early.
So
No.
I knew it was gonna happen. I just didn't know when.
Mm-hmm.
But the first thing I thought of was like, what if there are people here that didn't know? There are people that came to see the show had no idea what the show's about. Because the show's called Harmony. You don't know,
Uh-huh.
like, based on that it's about Nazis. Even in the
There are no swastikas on the
No,
marketing materials.
nowhere.
No,
No.
you just
no
if-
iron crosses.
You've either seen it off Broadway and you know, or you know nothing. There's no way anybody's going into this knowing anything. So there was a woman who was like sitting in the same row as us, just fucking sobbing, like the whole the last 20 minutes. And there's a lot of quiet moments, and you just hear,
Was the play very sad?
yeah, it was pretty sad. Yeah.
Like, was it cry inducing, or
Nah,
is this
I mean, I'm dead inside.
someone
so I
making
don't know.
all about themselves
Right.
again?
All right.
I'm
All those Nazis' jobs went to waste.
Yeah. They work so hard. Like I'm the wrong guy to ask because I'm dead inside. Like I can acknowledge it's sad. It's a sad story, but like I'm not gonna cry about it.
What was the last movie you cried
So they
at?
get to sing together one last time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They did have
Okay.
that. Last movie that made me cry, The Green Mile.
The Green Mile. Which
Yeah.
one is that one?
That's the one with Tom Hanks and
Oh,
Michael Clarke Duncan.
yes.
Yeah.
You know that guy? If you, because nobody knew his name before he died.
Mhm.
If you found him like in the street
Yeah.
and you were like Michael Clarke Duncan, he would give you money.
Oh really?
Yeah, because he was like, like a character actor kind of guy that everyone was like,
Yeah,
I know
yeah.
you from 6 things.
Yeah.
But I think he said it like he was like on the Tonight Show or something.
Really?
He was like, yeah,
Man, too bad he died.
Come up
I
to
would
me.
easily. Michael Clarke Duncan.
I'd find him every week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd have a mustache.
Mike.
on. Michael Clarke Duncan.
Come on.
He's like, wow, my career's going pretty well.
yeah.
Just wearing a monocle like
Right.
Michael Clarke Duncan.
All these short guys keep
Yeah.
knowing my name.
You're like sitting there, you fold down a newspaper.
Are you Michael Clarke Duncan?
The Michael Clarke Duncan?
How much money did he ever disclose?
I don't know. We'd have to find the clip.
Well, he died now, so
I have to
never-
find somebody that.
we'll
He'd
never
write
know.
you into his will.
I hope. No, yeah. No, yeah. So this was you guys tell me if this was a funny joke. I thought it was hilarious. This lady's crying, and then I didn't realize, and I look over him, and I'm with my fiance. I'm like, hey, is she crying? And she's like, yeah. I was like, man, it's like this is first off, everybody knows the story. Like we all know what the Holocaust was. It was a long time ago. I get it. Also, this is a show. It's pretend. There are not literal Nazis on stage. I get that, things nowadays are a little testy, but let's pull ourselves together. And then somebody
This is you talking to this woman.
It's like,
who's
hey.
crying. Like, hey, come on.
pull yourself together. What are you doing?
You're an adult.
Yeah. So my fiance was
And
like,
none of
yeah.
this happened.
I love to think of somebody who went to the show as a Holocaust denier.
Yeah,
and like,
yeah.
this is great fiction.
Yeah.
This is incredible.
What an incredible
Wow.
story that didn't happen.
Wow.
Wow, this and Lord of the Rings.
Where
These are
did you
my-
guys?
Son of a
The
bitch.
imagination on people is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. They can
So-
really get so detailed.
Right.
It's like,
So my fiance was like, yeah, seems like she's got a real problem. And I was like, there was a final solution to that problem. Like, I thought it was a great joke. I thought, final solution? No, nothing?
Did
did you
Oh,
hear
yes,
what
sir.
the final solution?
Yeah.
Okay.
I get it. You were talking about the final list. That's what they say that they did to the Jews.
Yeah, well, it didn't work.
No, there's plenty of Jews.
Yeah. I feel like we might have crossed the line. I don't know. Is this where the line was?
No.
No, I'm not offended. I just am
No,
not
I mean, you're
amused
not
at your
Jewish.
joke.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because it's hard to know. Was that woman Jewish? Is that you're
Probably.
assuming
Probably.
that she was Jewish?
I assume. I have
Yeah.
no idea.
Did
What-
she
what
make
gave it
anyone
away?
feel guilty about anything?
Well, you know what's funny? I complimented her jacket and she said nothing. So
Yeah.
Oh, that doesn't mean.
No. This
Sure.
is very indicative of Judaism.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah,
just
you know what? That's a Jew if I've ever seen
Yeah,
one.
yeah,
No,
yeah.
it's if she was a true Jew, and I've met them, she'd make a huge deal about the jacket. She'd
That's
tell
what
you
I'm
where it
saying.
came from,
Yeah.
when she bought it.
how much less she paid?
this is
than-
Nick. How Nick?
This is how I pick them out.
Yeah, he shows up. He asks them about one piece of their clothing.
And like, if I get a story, and I'm like, okay, I know.
You know
Adds
what?
them to the list.
To bring it back, we need a real good Jewish NBA player. Like Amari Stoudemire is like the last one. I think we need.
And I don't know if Amari Stoudemire exactly. I mean, he did, but
He
he was like
converted, I think.
bathing in like
Basketball player.
wine. I think he was practicing a different kind of
Is that-
Judaism.
I don't know how it works.
I've never seen any
I
other
just
Jews
grew up
punch a
that
fire
way, and
hydrant.
then like didn't do any of the stuff.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah, he
I
was
just
like
know
he's
he's
like
like-
a born again Jew.
Yeah, he's
You
like
know?
super pro Israel.
All right, as you should be.
Wow. I'm not picking the dog in this fight.
Oh my
I don't know.
God.
No, when I see everyone I see posting about, it, I'm like, you're an idiot.
Yeah,
dude. What are you
I'm
doing?
staying so far away from this.
You're
I
really,
don't-
you're putting your 2 cents in a 1,000-year war. Is that what you're doing?
And it is just open war
Yeah.
that we're watching
Yeah.
take place.
It's
'Cause,
very
like,
upsetting.
yeah,
a lot of
It is tremendously
Because like there's
horrifying.
both sides.
Yeah.
You could be like, yeah, I get it, but then you're both wrong and you're both right. So it's like I have no opinion on this, and then the amount of people that have opinions on it that are
I do like it when like a celebrity is like, pray for Israel, and every comment is like, free Palestine.
Yeah.
it's like
And
just
you're
Yeah.
like, oh shit.
just shut the fuck up,
Yeah.
guys.
Why say anything? Just can't you go? This is all horrible.
I think Macklemore had the right. He was right down the middle. He was like,
like he always
pray for
is,
peace
though.
and love, and I was like, you know what, Macklemore, you're right. You earned that Grammy.
yeah. No one else deserved it but you.
No.
man.
That's right.
That was it.
Mm-hmm. He was gonna play downtown at the rave that got bombed.
Fuck.
Wow.
And that's actually why they bombed it. It was
They heard he was
You're like,
on
oh,
headline
Macklemore's
day.
coming? Nah,
Yeah.
fuck that.
yeah,
Like,
they
you
heard that
can't let
one
that happen.
downtown, and then
They're like, I can't hear Thrift Shop one more time, man. I can't do it.
no, he had another one.
Did he?
A couple. He
Yeah,
had
a
like
couple. He had a moment.
a really big like Irish song that I remember went
What?
around for a little while. He had it was like an Irish pride song, basically.
Nice. You
You
don't
know.
hear that.
Yeah. He tried
was
to,
like
and
him
this
and
was
the
his
Dropkick Murphys?
trying. Yeah, he was trying to gather like a very, an ethnic audience,
Yeah.
if you will. And I remember that's how I heard about him.
Is he
When I heard
Irish?
him do Thrift Shop, I guess so.
You saw him live do Thrift Shop?
No,
Oh.
but when I heard that afterwards, and I was like, oh, I guess he dumped the whole
White rapper thing?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the whole Celtic. He was trying to do like a House of Pain thing.
Oh.
okay.
You know,
It's kind of like when Machine Gun Kelly decided rapping wasn't his thing and he's gonna do like pop punk.
you know what? That was the right move.
Yeah, he
on
should've
his
done that.
part. He
I-
should have always been doing.
He should have done
Yeah,
that. From
I
the-
think
from the
he's
beginning.
better at that.
Yeah, he's very good at it.
I
Yeah.
think we could have all agreed. And you know what? For him,
He's promoting the genre.
exactly.
Yeah.
He always
Yeah.
kind of belonged there.
Yeah,
And I don't want to
Right.
say, people belong
Well, you
someplace.
do rap
after talking
because
about
you don't
Palestine,
have
but
a band. You don't have friends to be in a band with.
right.
yeah.
And it's probably takes less talent, I think,
To be a,
to be a rapper, because you
you
don't need to play an instrument,
fair,
and you don't need to have a good singing.
I
voice.
also
Like,
think to leapfrog on that,
okay,
to pick up that football
okay,
and carry it.
we can have an argument. We've never had an argument.
No. I think today's rap requires far less talent than it ever did.
Okay, I can run with
Yeah,
this one. We
yeah.
haven't fought yet.
Yeah,
If you both pick up a football and run, I think Stan would win. But that's my take.
I don't know, man. I'm 39 and
I take big steps.
I hurt my calves today just walking down the stairs.
No,
At least you still have calves.
That's a good. That's a good point.
My days are numbered.
Yeah, your calves are just waiting to snap, guys. It's like any minute now.
That's right. I'm gonna be one day you're all gonna tune in. I'm gonna be molded to the chair.
Yeah, just like a head in a jar.
Yeah, you have to put a blanket over me. 'Cause clothes don't
Pedophiles should
fit.
wait.
Yeah, I saw Ice Spice on SNL last week.
Did she do a musical performance?
2 of them,
Really?
and they were
Wow.
2 of the
Who was
worst.
hosting?
Pete Davidson.
Pete They're gonna be
Ow.
He's already
Pete Davidson, Ice Spice.
he's already
next
ruined her
couple.
cervix. he's already just like she is quite literally the worst performer I've ever
Yeah,
seen.
all
If
the
she
new
didn't have a
people kinda
fat ass,
stink. Yeah, well, she's like pretty.
yeah, she's pretty.
Like, I don't like
and
the,
she's
the
got an
sexy
insane
red.
body.
That monster of a person.
Do you know
is-
that every time she tweets, people tweet porn under her?
Of course they do.
They
What else?
just reply. It's just go right now. Whatever you're doing,
Connor,
stop what you're doing.
Look up porn.
Yeah, whatever you're
You don't
doing.
even need to use
just
Pornhub anymore.
Go. Yeah, you don't know.
Yeah, just go to Twitter.
Whatever you're doing, stop whatever you're doing. Go to Sexy Red's Twitter.
Right.
Whatever she tweets, it has nothing to do with anything. She'd be
Right.
like, "Guys, I'll be in Virginia," and it's like all the replies: porn, 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 porn. It's like
Yeah.
it's a phenomenon that I haven't
When did
figured
that
out.
happen on Twitter? When did that?
Porn?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't
That's
know.
always been there. I
Yeah,
think.
because for me, it's like fairly recent. Whenever I would
I
go on
noticed
Twitter,
recently. Yeah.
and you're
Yeah.
like, why is everyone getting fucked on Twitter?
But,
Yeah, well,
well,
everybody's promoting their OnlyFans.
Like, that might be
that's
it.
part of it. But I think that was always part of Twitter's. Like they had no
Well,
community guidelines
What
for a
yeah,
long
what the
time.
thing was too was like
Wow.
all the porn was on Tumblr at one point, and then Tumblr was like, "Fuck out of here, no more porn."
Well, and Tumblr shut down
Yeah.
too after that
Wow.
yeah,
because it was mostly for porn.
yeah,
Wow.
and all
what
the
people
porn people went
realized.
to Twitter.
Tumblr was like the
Wow.
original OnlyFans.
Yeah,
if you
Really?
really
Yeah,
think
yeah,
about
yeah,
it.
yeah,
I
Yeah.
didn't know this.
yeah.
Yeah.
I try to not get
The
social
whole
media.
e-girl thing kind of started
Yeah.
on Tumblr.
Really?
And people
Well,
don't know if
e-girl
they were
is
making the
now.
same money,
It's
but-
what you used to call the like goth or scene emo,
not necessarily.
right?
That's
I
the
thought that was
usual like aesthetic,
Mhm.
but it's mostly just referring to like streamers who also like they'll stream, they have OnlyFans and they've, that's their network,
yeah.
so they,
Okay.
Everybody's got Everybody's got OnlyFans on Twitter now.
Different than the
I see.
Instagram model,
Right.
Who
I don't go to Twitter a lot, but so like it was like a couple weeks or
Mhm.
like maybe a couple months since I
Mhm.
actually opened it, and I did, and I was like, oh, there's just porn everywhere now.
Yeah.
I thought everyone was just telling bad jokes. I thought that's what
No,
and hot takes
no,
on
just
sports.
all titties.
That's what my Twitter was for years.
Yeah.
Was bad jokes and
Yeah,
hot
yeah.
well, you
takes.
let it sit for a while,
Yeah.
and then
Then all those same people just started showing me their asshole.
Yeah. That's
You
what
know?
that's what you got to do.
that's what we'll all be doing in
Yeah.
a few years. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna
I'm-
make a flyer, but it's just the background is my dick hole, and I'm
Look
gonna see how
super
long.
close up.
Super close up.
So
It just looks like
maybe it's
a.
even hard to
It
tell.
looks like flesh in a slit.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like, what is this?
With some
Is it-
pores
It's
in
interesting
there.
graphic
Cool.
design. I think
Yeah.
there's a
Yeah.
lot
I
of
want to see if people copy it.
contrast.
Oh yeah, listen, it's comedy. Everybody's gonna copy it.
yeah.
It's true. You know how many
Yeah.
Facebook bits I've had that I've seen people do, and I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, now it's not gonna get
Yeah,
100 likes anymore.
yeah. Everything in comedy someone did, and everybody was like, "Yep, doing that."
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did the fake flyer thing where every date was like just a sarcastic comment
Yeah.
or something like that. And then like 3 weeks later, I see fucking 15 people do
Yeah.
it. And the same thing, I did I would to promote a show, I would just not pay my phone bill because I would get Sprint would send me my bill like, hey, come pay your bill, and I would reply to the text message with whatever show was that weekend, and that
And
would do
was
well.
that was your post.
Yeah, and then I saw a bunch of people do it. I'm like,
Yeah.
fuck.
I used to do this thing.
I'm a very
where
prolific comedian.
I used to do this thing
No, I know.
early on in comedy where I would tell a joke that I thought was funny, my own joke that I thought was funny,
Yeah.
and then I would laugh and I would hit my knee with the microphone.
Oh,
It's
yeah?
very
And
avant-garde.
then you go hamburger.
And then this young comic, I don't know if you guys have heard of him. His name is David Chappelle would start doing it. I don't
Started
know.
slapping his name.
Yeah, started slapping his
I know
name.
David LaChapelle.
They-
I'm familiar.
What if there's somebody who has no idea that Dave Chappelle exists, but they do know David LaChapelle, and like, this is not what I
Yeah.
signed up
They
for.
go to a Dave Chappelle show.
Like, what the fuck? This is all
Right.
trans jokes.
Why is my nephew at
Yeah.
MSG? He looks different.
Yeah. That's hilarious.
He must have been cloned in Africa.
Well,
My nephew, that is.
Right.
I mean-
This is a terrible cloning.
yeah.
This is almost like a different guy.
I think Sexy Red said that Jamie Foxx is a clone because they said he actually died.
Oh, when he had his stroke?
Yeah, and they said he's a clone now.
They made a clone that fast?
That's apparently Sexy Red thinks so.
Well, he made a video, right? And he did look pale and like not well, but
Yeah.
you have to really, this guy just woke up from a stroke.
If that's the criteria, I could be a clone.
Yeah.
You know.
Well,
I
how
don't
do you
know.
know? How do you
that's-
know you're not?
I very easily could be.
Yeah.
I feel like
Most
I
clones aren't aware of their
Right.
own.
I've seen Multiplicity.
of all the
gotta write-
clones I've met,
You
they're
gotta
all
write the
pretty.
number in the back of your ear, like in Multiplicity.
yeah.
Or what's The Island? You ever see The Island?
That's a good movie.
With Ewan McGregor?
Yeah.
No.
Never seen The Island?
No,
It's pretty good.
it's about
It-
clones.
Clones that like live on an island.
Yeah.
And then
Michael Clarke Duncan's in that.
Michael
So
Who's
Clone
he
Duncan.
a clone of?
I don't know.
It was Michael Clone Duncan.
Full circle. There it is. That's full circle. That's what that's called.
Yeah.
No, yeah. When that movie came out, it got such shitty reviews. But looking
No,
back,
it's not bad.
it wasn't bad.
No, it's fine.
Well, I don't know. I'm not familiar with it.
It's who is it? Mark Wahlberg?
No, Ewan McGregor.
Ewan McGregor. That's right. They're all the same person to me. Who's the female lead in that?
Oh, I don't know. I was thinking about that when Will Smith was in that movie Training Day. And I'm sorry, they all look the same. to
Well,
me.
yeah.
Gotcha. All right. Ewan McGregor is not Mark Wahlberg, bro.
Isn't he?
Not
though?
even the same-
Is he not?
not even
just,
the
No,
same
Ewan
country.
McGregor has
Is
punched
it-
far less Asian people.
Is he, that's true.
yeah.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point. But isn't
So
you,
far as we know.
right? We don't know. You know what it is?
No,
He's never had the
McGregor,
opportunity.
he punches women.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
He's never had the opportunity because are there any Asians in Ireland or Scotland or wherever he's from? Is he Irish or Scottish?
I don't know.
I think he's
probably
Irish.
I think
Ewan?
Yeah.
he might actually be Scottish.
Yeah.
Just thinking
Are we
about
gonna
his
take a bet on
accent.
this? Connor,
Ewan McGregor.
is Ewan McGregor Scottish or Irish?
I think he is Scottish though.
I want to say Irish, but I don't know. I feel like it's one of those.
I feel like I
What
would've
if he's
known
just
that.
Canadian and we're all
Nah,
wrong?
imagine.
Scottish.
Hey, you see?
Dumb fucking Scot.
Oh,
Free
come on,
balling
man.
with his
I knew he
stupid
wasn't-
kilts and his fucking sheep bladder that he plays music on. What is it?
Is that what the bagpipe is?
Bagpipe? Yeah, it's like something's organs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my culture.
Oh,
It's mine
Stan.
too. I don't give a shit.
Yeah,
Wait, you're
you-
Scottish or
same.
Irish?
I'm Irish.
yeah.
Yeah. I love when people talk about Irish culture though.
Yeah?
I love that it's very prominent in New York, but I
Yeah.
find it very entertaining when people talk about it like they have anything to do with it also.
Right.
You know, I grew up with a lot of kids who like would step dance and like all this shit and I'm like they wouldn't even like you if they met you.
Yeah.
I don't even understand you.
Italians
if
feel the exact same.
you went there, they would totally
Yeah.
you know, not
Yeah.
relate to you whatsoever.
Right.
Yeah.
Because you're way too proud of this fucking thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
you
Colin, we
guys
know
like
so
it
many.
way more. I don't even think they like it that much.
No. Well,
You
to
know?
them, there's like, you're kind of like making fun of shit. It feels like, it's like I'm watching a cartoon of Irish people.
yeah, exactly.
You know? And
It's like instead of watching like a Batman movie, you're watching like, you know, the animated series on WB.
right.
You know?
Right. It's like, why is
It's
this guy
not- the
from
stakes
Boston? Why
aren't-
does he have a shamrock on his heart?
The stakes aren't the same.
It's the gayest thing I've ever seen.
And what's really upset is that's what a very ancient culture has been boiled down to.
Yeah.
You know,
shamrock
it's
and
just a
drinking.
fucking
Leprechauns
calf tat.
drinking.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These are the people that
Just a
the
bicep
Romans
tat.
couldn't conquer.
Yeah.
yeah.
You know?
Historically,
That's a good point.
fended off their island for thousands of
The
years.
thing nobody else did.
Yeah.
And now it's just a fucking
It's a
ink
joke.
stain.
Yeah.
Like fucking a mascot on a cereal box.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that guy I like, you know? I don't like I don't like any of the guys who were like, you know, you want to see like there's a kicker in the NFL who has my last name.
Yeah.
Oh
Brandon
my god,
Lenz.
it comes up every fucking time I'm with my family.
Sure.
You know, and they're like, "Hey, you could have been you."
Because they're
I'm
so
like,
proud of their own bullshit.
Yeah. I'm like, well,
you're
that's
not related to the guy.
that's pretty much all I could have played.
right.
Right.
I think that maybe that's like a poor person mentality. Is like, oh wow,
It's
one
a
of
very
us
middle
did.
class thing.
Yeah, because Italians do it too.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They see,
I know
they see
all
a
about this.
DiVincenzo and they're like,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, well, it's like
Yeah,
I
yeah,
did
yeah.
it, and you're like, no, you're a plumber.
That's why Rocky made so much money.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. They rallied around a fake guy.
Yeah. Meanwhile, fucking Joe Frazier's from Philadelphia. They're like, ah.
Well, and we all know what.
Well, it's because he's black.
Yeah.
I can say it.
Oh,
Like, I just thought they didn't like his style.
Yeah.
oh wow.
They didn't really respect his style.
It's like
as
we
a
don't
boxer.
we don't like
I
watching
don't like
a
that they
Southpaw.
recasted him for the sitcom.
What?
Joe Frazier.
No.
I thought
Frasier.
you knew some deep cut
No.
sitcom
No,
that I
no.
missed.
Joe Frazier.
I was like,
No.
please sign me up.
like a
No,
young
no.
rock.
No, I just had no, I
Young
just
Joe.
bombed. That's all I
Mighty Joe Young was actually about Joe Frazier.
Oh God.
Okay.
You can't say
All
that.
right.
What
All
the
right.
fuck?
Oh my god.
If you're gonna say something super offensive, you gotta at least have a message behind it. Like pedophiles should be patient.
right.
If you've taken anything away from this episode, it's that there's porn on Twitter and pedophiles should be patient. Those are the two things.
Yeah.
that you should
That's
take
the
away.
name, and I'm gonna put in the description.
Yeah.
Is pedophiles should be patient and nothing else.
You got to put an asterisk where the E is in pedophiles, so that we don't get taken down somewhere.
Hmm.
A few of the other things we said might get us taken down, but
Yeah,
not
maybe.
that one.
Not that one.
No.
'Cause
Because
that
the
was- that's
subtitles
just
aren't
true.
going to give us away.
Right.
That's just true.
Right. I'll name it LeBron James is autistic.
I mean, isn't he? that's the third thing you learned. There you go. There it is.
Yeah.
Should we wrap this up?
Yeah, we're probably at an hour.
Yeah.
Right?
Nick, what do you got coming up?
Do I?
Not after this.
Yeah.
No. Why? Do you think people listen?
Nah, yeah. This is all for fun.
Let's see. I got Little Victory Theater
Hey.
on the 27th. I got Young Ethel's on the 30th, and then Concussion Comedy on the. Oh, that got moved to the 9th. So Concussion Comedy on the 9th, and Nardi's Tavern on the 4th.
All right. Joe?
No, just working on the magazine.
Oh, yeah.
The magazine
Journal,
I've been
right?
doing.
Ooh.
Now it's called Sidecar Junkaroo.
I wish we talked
Um,
about that. You should have said something.
We talked about pedophiles.
Yeah, once you start getting
know,
into pedophiles and
did a little
Nazis.
bit of race humor,
Yeah,
some
yeah.
Nazis.
Yeah.
I mean, really, just
The time gets away from you, really.
it flew by, man. Honestly, you think I didn't want to plug?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been working on that, and it comes out like every other month.
What's the magazine? What do you do with it?
I do interviews. I draw cartoons for them.
Huh.
Comics. I'll write like fake articles.
That's cool.
About how pedophiles should wait and
Right. Patience in the pedophile community.
Yeah. It's a new movement in the pedophile community. I do like an investigative journalism.
Pedophiles cure patience.
Yeah, but I've been working on that for a while, and yeah, you find me on
That's
Instagram.
very cool.
All right.
What do you got?
November 5th, Comedy Fight Club, I think is a tournament.
Okay.
I don't know who I'm battling yet, but I've got that.
This is the yearly.
I feel like
Tournament
I feel like
or-
they're doing it twice a year these days. I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like
I don't know.
I judged one very, very recently.
I don't know. I was just on a Comedy Fight Club showcase, and I
Yeah.
don't know why.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. That was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good. We
That
love,
ended up being a good show.
Yeah, we like the Hop Shop. Good
I don't like
vibes. What I don't know. I'm hosting trivia all over with the NYC Trivia League, and I am hosting Hot Ones at Kilo Bravo the first Friday of the month. So I think that's November. I don't know. Whatever the first Friday of November is, Kilo Bravo in Williamsburg. I'll be there hosting Hot Ones. So come by, have some hot wings, and try not to die.
Not the show.
No, yeah, it's like
yeah. Okay.
So
But
basically,
are you using the logo?
they're
The Hot Ones
affiliated.
logo? Oh, they're really?
Yeah. They I guess they sponsor it.
That's
So they
Um,
sponsor wing events?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So like they
I guess that's the
provide-
way they can send the hot sauces that they
And
use
have
because people
people-
want to try them.
yeah.
right?
So every
And
season
maybe
they
they buy 'em.
send the new season of
Right.
sauces, and then I'll be at the bar, and like whoever signs up, they get to try.
Have you tried any of these sauces?
I tried the last time I hosted it. I tried. There's 10 rounds. I tried the hottest one.
Oh my god.
That there's enough flavor. It's if I had to name it a flavor, it's pain. It's fucking. It
I
just
want to do
hurt.
it. I want to come on the thing.
It just hurt. Come through. It'll be a good time.
I want to compete.
Yeah.
You want to come?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it. We'll get ulcers
It's
together.
like 20.
I would
20
love
bucks.
that. I like wings.
It's like $20 to
I
sign
don't-
up. It's
How many
dude,
wings do you get?
Well, it's
10
10
rounds.
One per.
One per round.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
This would be a public display. Just fucking
Yeah, but it's everybody.
yeah.
bro. There was like this.
It's like
this
the
tiny,
Oktoberfest of.
Yeah.
There was this tiny
Hurt
white
lips.
girl that was just housing them. I was
Oh,
like,
I
Yeah.
believe that.
That's not fair. You got to taste it because you could kind of just like slurp the,
I don't
the
know, man,
bone
'cause-
and then swallow it,
Dude,
not really taste it.
The last wing,
feel like it's cheating.
just breathing it in hurt.
Oh yeah,
It was like it hurt.
it gets to a point where you're not eating the whole thing. You're taking bites.
that part of you got to eat the whole thing.
You gotta eat the whole
Gotta eat
thing.
the whole-
They don't
gotta
eat
eat
the whole thing on the show.
Yeah, or Michael
They
Clarke
got to.
Duncan shows up
Yeah.
and fucking
Right. Lizzo was showing up to Hot Ones, not eating the whole fucking wing.
Nah, you got to eat the whole wing. What's they don't eat the whole
She'll
wing. on
hand
the
it to
show?
one of her backup dancers, be like, "Put this in, you pussy."
Yeah.
and you're like, I don't feel so good. And she's like, I don't care.
I don't give a
Lazy
shit.
fat fuck.
Ungrateful
I don't
fucking
give a shit.
bitch.
Right? I gave you life. All right.
All right.
Big Lizzo fan. Thanks. Thank you guys for
Oh, yeah,
having
thanks
me.
for coming,
man.
Thanks for
man. Yeah,
coming,
yeah.
Joe Mac.
We'll have to
Are
have
you
you back.
kidding me?
We'll have to have you back and talk about the magazine a little bit more.
Oh my god.
No,
I'd love to.
You're a great guest.
I liked what we talked about.
You support what we talked about.
I don't know if I support it, but I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah.
As you can when
Yeah.
you're,
Yeah.
you know,
For sure.
Yeah. When in Rome.
when
Yeah.
you're in here.
Yeah.
That's right.
And this is a safe place
Yeah.
to indulge.
This is my friend's basement
And
studio.
friends.
Yeah.
you know.
Follow them.
Absolutely.
All right. Bye.
Yeah.